Hello. The festive season is upon us, and it's that special time of the year when many of us are really looking forward to being with our family and friends, and particularly with those loved ones we may not have seen for quite a while due to the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. For older Australians, it can be a very special time when children, grandchildren and other members of the family visit to unwrap presents, to enjoy lunch or dinner, and to spend some quality time talking about the year that's been and plans for the year ahead. We are currently experiencing another wave of COVID-19 infections in our community, and we must all do all that we can to ensure a COVID-safe holiday season for everybody. If you've tested positive for COVID-19 or if you're not feeling well, please do not attend family gatherings or visit older loved ones, especially if they're living in an aged care home. Although visits to aged care homes, especially during the holiday season, are very important to reducing the sense of isolation that many residents have been feeling, delaying your visit by just a couple of days while you recover will ensure that you do not put your loved ones or the aged care staff who care for them at additional risk of catching COVID-19. We know that older people are far more vulnerable to becoming seriously unwell from COVID-19, so it's very important we don't put older people at additional risk. If you are going to visit an older loved one in an aged care home, please follow the requirements for rapid antigen testing and mask wearing during your visit. And if you're organising a family lunch or dinner, consider having it outdoors. Being in the open air reduces the likelihood of someone with COVID-19 spreading the infection to other people. If you're an older Australian, make sure you maximise your protection against COVID-19. Vaccination, as we all know very well by now, provides the best protection against becoming severely unwell from COVID-19 infection. It's important to be up to date with vaccination doses, including being up to date with those important boosters. It does take a couple of weeks for your body to generate maximum protection following a vaccine, so the sooner you have an overdue vaccine, the better. All Australians, and especially those in vulnerable population groups, including older Australians, should have COVID-19 plans in place in case you catch the virus. If you're an older Australian and you don't have a COVID-19 plan, talk to your doctors so that you know exactly what to do if you develop symptoms and test positive. This includes knowing how to access oral antiviral treatments. If you're aged 70 or older, you are automatically eligible for COVID-19 treatments if you test positive on a rapid antigen test or a PCR test. For the oral treatments to be most effective, though, you must start them as soon as possible after receiving a positive test result. So don't wait until you have a positive test to talk to your doctor about whether or not you are eligible for a prescription. My final message is that with the current high levels of community transmission of COVID-19 right across Australia, please avoid, if you can, settings that may increase the risk of catching the virus. Think twice before going into crowded indoor settings, and if you have to be in a crowd, please consider wearing a mask. If we are all careful, we can minimise the spread of COVID-19 over the holiday season and make things as COVID-safe as possible for everyone in our families and our community, and especially for those most at risk, including older Australians. I wish you well for the holiday season, much happiness as you come together with your family and your friends, and best wishes for the year ahead.